storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
The statistics are about 5.56 to 5.57 of this nation is LGBTQ when it comes to practice.
That's it? Just 5%?
That's it. For those 55 and over, the statistics, depending upon whose you look at, 1.5 to slightly less than 2%. But the big problem is 18 to 25, where unfortunately 16% are LGBTQ. And also there's another problem. This is the really funky one. Mm-hmm. There are more boy virgins 18 to 25 than there are girl virgins. The girls are giving it up more than the boys, but a few guys are getting it and a whole bunch aren't. That's why you got incel and all these sorry folk turning gay, because nobody's teaching them how to deal with the opposite sex. And they are scared to approach them because they got all this propaganda about offense, because you walk up to a normal woman and act like a normal man, and you are scared to do it because some freaks out there, 1 out of 100, 2 out of 100 are trying to complain about it. Right. Because they hate what they are. They hate what they want to be. And it is pathetic. See, this shit started 50 years ago, 55 years ago, when you got the lesbians who hated men, got together with the feminists who hated that they weren't men, who got together with what we'd call soy boy, beta boys, who hated it that they, even though they were white, they couldn't act like men. And you got the gay guys who were afraid of men. And then you got this huge number that went hippie, turn on, tune in, and drop out, hippie flower power assholes. And they were deep off into that love thing, and they thought war was a man thing. So the way to stop war is to change the way boys are raised to men and raise them like girls, so they would emote, cry, shout, let it all hang out instead of being so uptight and under control and letting all of the hostility and aggression build up and cause war. Man, we need to change the way everybody gets raised, man. It should be about love, man, instead of all of this manly shit, man. We need to be into that, man. You need to get high, man, so you understand, man. We got to get rid of war. And see, nowadays, you got the feminists wanting the women to be shot at in a combat unit. Okay, fine. But what does that do? You got these young men who have been bred in a society that still has a modicum of masculinity under the surface with this thin film of oily shit over top of it. And they're still biologically men, and they've got all of what Mother Nature's been putting into the masculine component of any species for 3.5 billion damn years building on. And they're supposed to be protecting their women. So now you can't have an effective combat unit if you're trying to protect somebody that's in the trench with you. So if you let them take a bullet as soon as you can, then what happens when you get back home? Domestic violence, no appreciation of womanhood, and you go around acting like a plantation Negro where you're trying to help massa out by breeding more livestock that he can barter, trade, sell, or put to work or keep away from work, which is the case now.
Got questions? Talking to one of the world's top 10 psychics ought to help. Dr. Linda Salvin is amazing with an uncanny ability to clarify your issues and bring you quick and accurate answers and predictions. From the White House to the homeless, Dr. Linda has helped thousands over more than 2 decades on her national radio show, by phone, in person. When you need answers, Dr. Linda lights the way. Book time with this gifted healer and clairvoyant now. Visit lindasalvin.com or call 888-509-1077. And you can bring Dr. Linda's metaphysical healing home with her spirit-filled candles, Wicks of Wisdom, where pure essential oils and elements are powerfully released through her proprietary rituals to assist you in love, legal, career, finances, health, and more. Wicks of Wisdom work. See them and order yours at lindasalvin.com. Always fun and accurate, Dr. Linda's visions bring you solutions. Call 888-509-1077 or visit lindasalvin.com.
It's storm show. Ay, Storm Show.